Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel, but in my last video I don't think I actually explained what university I go to, as I was kind of keeping it a bit of a secret, but I'm finally ready to tell you guys. So I go to Bournemouth University. You probably already knew that from the title. Oh well, but anyway, I do go to Bournemouth University. I just found this in my hair. So I'm going to do a tour for you guys today. So I'm staying in Lyme Regis house in Bournemouth. By the time you're watching this video, I have actually probably moved out. So I'm going to be giving you my honest opinion on Lyme Regis, what I think, and some helpful tips along the way. I remember before I came to uni looking on YouTube for like tours of Lyme Regis to kind of see what it looked like, and I was also really looking at the tiny details, like, oh, I might be able to fit like a bedside table there, or I might be able to fit like some more drawers. So that's what I was trying to do. I remember when before I came to Lyme Regis, just looking up on YouTube like different tours, and I think there was only one really in-depth tour, and I really wanted like an in-depth tour because you want to see like the organising, like how you can store stuff, how many cupboards there are, where can you put stuff, because you have to plan for these sort of things when you come to uni, because you haven't got a lot of space, so you need to see the details. And so I want to give you an in-depth tour so that you guys can have that. So hopefully you find this video useful. I'm also quite a minimalistic person. I don't own a lot of stuff, so for me it was quite easy to fit all in my room. The kitchen, however, it was a bit more difficult, but I'll explain that when I'm in the kitchen. So let's go on with the video. So like I said, I have tidied up a bit. I didn't do a full like clean up because I want it to be realistic, and tidying up is not really realistic, so it's never tidy, let's be honest. We haven't got time for that, us uni students. Okay, this is our front door right here. So you get into the door by a fob. And everyone has a fob that's programmed for them, so no one else can get into your flat other than your flat people. Anyway, I am room A, and this to get into here is by a key, so it's a separate key. So I'm right by the door, so welcome to my flat. Fire action stuff. So the first thing that I have here is a hook with my keys and my mask on, and then the light switch is here. This is really useful because I put this on myself. It's like one of those sticky things because you can't leave any marks, but apparently these do not leave marks. So I've got this here. Yeah, it's really useful, and it's so I don't forget when I leave the door. So anyway, next we have the bathroom. Now I'll put the light on. Now it's quite loud sometimes. So this is really useful. I think I saw it on like TikTok or something, and then I was like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. So basically you just put like anything that you need for the bathroom just in there, and it's really useful because it saves so much space, and it's just on the door so it doesn't take up any room. I think it's called like a shoe hanging thing, I don't know. But you'll find it on Amazon, like it's pretty easy to find. It's just so useful as well, cheap and easy way to store stuff. So the bathrooms are all the same in all of Lyme Regis. They are all the same, they look exactly the same, all same size. So you have enough space here for like a rug. Under the sink you haven't got too much space, although if you had like two, because that's in the way, it's a bit annoying, but you could probably fit like a few drawers there and a few drawers there, like just two kind of small drawers. Then the sink area, sorry, like I said, I didn't really tidy up. Then, oh, there's me, hello. So I've got this is really useful because it smells really nice, and then, sorry, my floss is just there. But you have got a shelf here, which once again is quite useful. I don't ever need to use it because obviously all my stuff is like in there, and it's right by the door, so it's really easy to get to. We have the toilet there. Then so we have this here for like handrail, Then we have one hook here for just your towel. Here's the shower. So it's pretty alright size, like it's a good size. The reason that's on the floor and not in there is because it keeps falling down. So I actually bought that myself. That doesn't come with it. That does, the silver one there, but this doesn't. It keeps falling down. So it's not that great, because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I hear a massive noise. I'm like, what's that? And it's that falling down. So I've just decided to leave it on the floor at this point. Anyway, it's quite loud in there, sorry. It does get really loud. So sometimes if it's the night, I'm like, oh, do I have to turn the light on because it gets so loud? Anyway, so first of all, we have the wardrobe. Now I have enough space up here just for like cleaning products and some towels. And then wardrobe size, it's an alright size, it's a decent size. So you have a lot of space up there for like clothes. It does go back quite far, as you can tell. It's like up to the wall. And then I just have that useful hack, which I didn't do, which Amy always says, is don't buy thick hangers like I did. Go for like the oh god, I can't say all these words, the thinner ones, because you can fit more clothes. So that's a lesson I've learnt. And then down here I just keep all my shoes. I've gained quite a bit of clothes, but it's the right amount, to be honest. There's a lot of clothes that I haven't even worn once, but it's because of COVID. So I would think I would be, but I've got lots of smart clothes which I just never used. I'm blaming COVID for that, but maybe that's just normal. Like maybe I just expected like to have to do something smart, but I guess you don't. So anyway, I haven't worn any of those. Now we have the mirror. Hello. So anyway, there is enough room for a tiny bedside table. I got this off of Amazon, so it's really good. There's just about enough space. I have to put it sideways because if it goes lengthways, it's not quite enough space. It does get in the way a bit, but to be honest, you don't need, it's fine. It's fine. It's not really, it's out of way enough to ignore it, but it does feel smaller when it's in there. When people don't have it, it feels like their room's so big. Here's the bed. So it's a double, or I think it's like called a 3/4 length bed or something like that. In terms of chargers, so you have a plug socket, 2 USBs. That is for this light here, and you have a light here. Not too bad, it's just a tiny light, never used it, to be honest. But that's all you have down there. And look, as you can tell, I'm a minimalistic person. I've not even used this shelf here. A lot of people do, but I just don't have enough for it. This is for the heating here. There it is. Not gonna lie, I haven't used that either because it gets really hot in here. These are some paintings that I did with Res Life, which you can do here. They just also hang up by like command hooks. So hopefully it comes off and it's all okay. And I just added that to make it feel like more like my own room. So anyway, the bed, good size, love it. Here you have like 4 different hooks. So you just have enough for coats, so it's just like that and then that, so there's 2 there. So I just put my coats up there. Ignore this. It's just where my blanket and my bag is currently, kind of my dumping area. Here we have 3 drawers. They're a good size. This is how large they are compared to my hand. Oh, my hand actually looks massive. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's what the drawers look like. So in terms of desk, oh my gosh, you have so much space, which is amazing. So I've got quite a bit of just fun stuff behind there. I have got my iMac in the way, which isn't nice, but not gonna lie, I haven't used my iMac that much. Sometimes I do. In terms of plug sockets, we have an Ethernet cable here. That's for the light. There's a light here. Oh, it's quite bright. That light is quite good, and then that light. And because of my view, which I'll explain in a minute, because of the view, I don't get much light, so I have to have both on. So I've just got enough space there for a laundry basket. It did come with a bin, which is great. Chair's a bit annoying. A lot of people get their own chairs. So anyway, desk is lovely size. You can fit a lot on it. Got a nice grey blind. Oh, and I forgot to say about the pin board. Lovely pin board. I have nothing on it apart from some pictures and some lights. But yeah, nice size pinboard. And it's a good green screen. That's what I've learned. TV production student. Shelves. 2 alright size. Once again, I've got so much space, I just don't have enough to fill it up. So it's perfect. Anyway, that's basically the room, but I have got a view of a wall, which is lovely. I was going to say it's not bad, but it is. It's quite depressing. It's not fun to look at, and my room gets dark, and I never really wake up. I don't wake up until really late in the day, because unless I set an alarm, because I have no light coming in, so I don't know it's morning, nothing wakes me up, which is a good thing because it's really quiet here. The only thing is, because I'm closest to the door, the corridor is really loud sometimes, so I can't hear anyone. I can't hear next door, which is really good. Like, I can't hear them. The only time I can hear people is if they're in the corridor there for the flat, or if they are in that corridor there because I'm closest to the door. If you're in the room next door, you'll be fine. So yeah, to be honest, it's pretty quiet here, which is a really good thing. I don't think I have anyone living above me, and obviously it's really quiet anyway because of COVID. A lot of people aren't here, so I don't really hear people much. The only time I hear them is if they're having a party like next door, which gosh, that keeps me up. I can't hear the music though, because that was the kitchen. I'm furthest away from the kitchen area, but when they're going through the door and stuff, it's quite loud. So anyway, I have a helpful tip. So my view is a wall. Now when you're booking your room, you can book the exact number and letter, an exact flat and letter. Now you can't see what the room looks like, which is really annoying, but if you want to try and avoid getting the wall, which I recommend you do, try and aim for rooms C, D and E, rather than A and B, because you're more like, if you pick A and B, you're more likely to get the wall. For some reason the A and B, so also the A and Bs are closest to the corridor, so it's loudest, but E will be closest to the kitchen. It's not, well, some flats are different, but yeah, in most flats E will be closest to the kitchen, and then A and B are closest to the corridor, and they have the wall. So if you really want to try and avoid the wall at all costs, I recommend not going for A and B. Anyway, let's move on out of the room into the kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. So the kitchen is a great size, like it is a great size. Compared to a lot of accommodations, we have a lot of storage as well. Even though we have a lot of storage, I'm still struggling. There's actually only 2 of us living in the flat right now, because of COVID, people are just not here. So I'm quite lucky because the fridge is a lot more empty, we have a lot more cupboard space, but I can't imagine it with 5 people. I don't think all 5 members of the flat have been here at once. So I've never experienced 5 people living here, but with 2, it's perfect. It's a good amount, so I can't speak for 5 people, but if we have got 2, it's good. Even though the freezer's like nearly full, even with 2 of us. Okay, so it's quite messy, like I said. We've got a water filter. Get a water filter, the water tastes awful here. Some people buy Tesco's bottles of water like that. But if you want to save the planet or keep your money down, water filter would be, I recommend. So we've got a kettle. We've also got a coffee machine because one of our flat members really likes coffee. There's our cereal. Then we have a random just open cupboard here, which I've used. Oven is right. I think every flat has the same sort of oven, and it works quite well. This is really dirty. We can't get it off, it's literally stuck on there, so we need to buy something to get it off. So they said that the flat came with a toaster and a kettle. They lied. We had to buy it ourselves. So everyone was buying kettles and toasters. Like, I think Asda sold out of kettles and toasters because everyone was going to Asda to go and get some. So come prepared and take even if they say, yeah, there's a kettle and toaster, No, they're lying. Really frustrating. There's a sink. And there's a table, but I'm just going to show you the cupboard space. So here we have a massive one here, which we're not really using. Just a few of my flatmates have left some stuff there, but this is great storage here. Like, you can get a lot, although we need more shelves because that's a bit of a waste of space, but that's perfect. So basically every member in this flat, because some flats are all different, so we all have one up cupboard like this, so a upper cupboard. We then have a drawer each. I actually have two because there's only two of us, so I've taken two of these drawers. So one for cutlery. It's a bit of a mess, I need to get a cutlery organizer. Then most people will just have one of these, but I have actually also got two. This one goes around the corner as well, so there's quite a lot of space in this one. To be honest, you just decide yourselves whether how you're going to organize it. There's no like method, there's nothing. The only thing that there is, these which lock it, but there's no key, like anyone can just get in there. So honestly, you just have to, when you get here, you just have to organize yourself for your flatmates, like who takes what cupboard, because there's not any process, but there is 5 of these doors that have locks on them. So I guess there's 5 members of the flat, so you might as well have one each, but it's up to you to organise. We actually have 3 bins. Don't know why we have 3, 2 there and then 1 there, but you're most likely just going to have 2 because I think most flats just have 2. Here's our table. Sorry, it's not really nice to look at, but we have a different table to most other flats. I don't know why. And we also have a single sofa here, and a double, or a triple, I don't know what that is. So for some reason we have a single, which most other flats don't. So we have a lot of space here. So storage wise, although we don't need it in our flat, but you could easily go and get some like drawers, like plastic drawers, and just put it in the kitchen because you have so much space. Some flats in Lyme Regis have got smaller kitchens. Okay, so how you work out where your flat is there's 10 floors on Lyme Regis. So if you were flat 32, you'll be on floor 3 and the second flat on that floor. If you are flat 55, you'd be the 5th floor and the 5th flat on that floor. Like the 10th floor would be 103, so you'd be on floor 10, flat 3. So that's kind of how it works. So if you go for like 51, 52, 54 and 55, or like 45, so all those numbers, so 1, 2, 4 and 5 of any of the floors, you are going to end up with a flat like this, because they're all the same pretty much, with long kitchens, so it's quite good. If you go for the 4, I think you get a tiny kitchen, but I'm not sure, it kind of changes. It's just from what I've known. So some kitchens you'll get kitchen windows like that, which you can see there here, like what ours is like as well, with the big windows. But also some kitchens you just get a tiny window like that. So if you can see there with like the tinsel in, that's their kitchen. They have a tiny window and it's a smaller kitchen. So these are obviously the nicer kitchens, so I'm really lucky to have this. It's quite a nice view as well. So yeah, if you want to try and get a flat like this, go for any flat ending with 1, 2, 4 or 5. I think, in most cases, not all cases. I think on the higher floors that it changes. So don't stick with my words, but hopefully that helps. So I think that's all. I'm gonna post some like helpful tricks that I've learned in accommodation. To be honest, I've not had many problems here. The only thing that I'll say is that we were not getting any money. We didn't get any money back because of COVID, and we haven't been able to get here and stuff, which has been pretty annoying. That's the only problem I've had. In terms of maintenance, they take a while to do stuff, but sometimes you're lucky and it's really quick, so I can't complain about that. Reception are really good at answering emails. They said that they let you know when post comes, but they don't, so you just have to like know if you have any post there. You just go down to reception and ask. But I've not had many problems here. the only problem we have had is like this window here won't close, and we've reported it, and now it's like, I think it's closed now, but we can't open it. And this tap here, they fixed that one, which is good because that one didn't work, but yeah, it's kind of broken, so we never used that tap. And we've reported it, and I think we're just gonna have to report it again because they said that they were gonna come and fix it and they never did. So that's my only problem. That's the only things that I'll say, yeah. Also the other good thing is that they have got hooks here. We don't use it either. I hope you find this video useful, but as I said, I'm going to be moving out probably by the time you watch this. But if you haven't got any questions, just let me know and I'll try and answer them for you. Lyme Regis is good, it's a good price too. I really like it, like I think it's really good, and I haven't got anything bad to say about it really, other than those two things with like the tap and the window. That's the only problems I've really had. Everything else has been really good, and obviously we didn't get money back. That's the other thing, that's what really annoyed me. But hopefully you won't have that problem. Hopefully COVID will be all good. So anyway, see you guys soon, bye.